So let's go ahead and compare the Moto G Power and the Google Pixel 9. We have the Moto G, which is a budget price device. Very good phone, but at a super low price point. And we also have the Pixel 9, which is the newest flagship, best of the best from Google. Let's compare the pros and cons of both of these devices. So the Moto G and the Pixel 9 are similar in weight, around 200 grams or 7 ounces. But the Moto G is an overall bigger device. So if that matters to you, the Pixel 9 is a winner when it's smaller. The build quality is very nice on the Moto G Power on the back because it has a eco leather, very grippy feel, like a fake leather. Pixel 9, better build materials, glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. Won't matter once you put on cases though. I'm very impressed that the Moto G Power has an eSIM along with its nano SIM card slot, which is the same as the Pixel 9. So it's very impressive to see budget devices starting to include eSIM technology, a very modern feature that should be available on every phone nowadays. Moto G Power has a water repellent design, classic Motorola. You can't really dunk the phone in water, while the Pixel 9 can be dunked in water up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes with that IP68 dust and water resistance. Now for the display, the Moto G Power is a bigger overall display, 6.7 inches, while the Pixel 9 has a smaller 6.3 inches. So that kind of sticks out because Pixels are still one of the smaller Android devices you could buy, because pretty much all Android phones for the most part, if they're not the flagships, they have bigger overall screens. For the resolution, they're both 1080p displays, so it's a tie right there. Moto G Power has a 120 hertz display, same thing with the Pixel 9, so you're gonna get a similar display on both of these devices for the quality. Pixel 9 does have a always on display though. For the software, these are pretty much similar. Motorola is one of the few companies that has a stock version of Android versus something like Samsung. This one has Android 14, while the Pixel 9 also has Android 14, but that's going to get 7 major Android releases. That's the beauty of going with the Pixel. Moto G Power, it does not look like there's going to get any future updates, so keep that in mind. Chipset, Moto G Power has a lower range MediaTek chip, while the Pixel 9 has the newest and brightest Tensor G4 that's going to power a lot of AI stuff. Let's see here. For the storage, the Moto G has a 128 gig internal storage, same thing with the Pixel 9. So one on a budget device versus a flagship, they have the same amount of storage. Something's wrong there, you know. You think you would be having a lot more storage on a flagship, but no, and that's sadly becoming a normal thing now that flagships and budget devices have the same amount of 120 gigs of storage. And the bonus on the Moto G Power though, it has a micro SD card slot, which the Pixel 9 does not have. For the RAM, Moto G has an impressive amount of RAM at 8 gigs, more than enough for everyday usage. Pixel 9 has 12 gigs of RAM, which is the first for the baseline regular Pixel, starting at 12 gigs, it used to be 8 gigs. For the camera situation, Moto G Power has 2 cameras on the back, 50 megapixel shooter with an 8 megapixel ultra wide. Pixel 9 also has 2 cameras, 50 megapixel main shooter, 48 megapixel ultra wide shooter. Moto G Power only goes up to 1080p, while you get 4K on the Pixel 9. Selfie cameras, Motorola 60 megapixel shooter, 1080p. Pixel 9 10.5 megapixels ultra wide at 4K. Now simply put, Moto G Power will disappoint you if you are into really good pictures and videos. Sadly, Motorola will only give you good pictures when you have a decent amount of light and it's outdoors, while the Pixel 9 is the best of the best in camera technology. I would say it even surpasses Samsung and is solely by itself up there with camera technology. If you in an Android phone, you cannot touch it. It is just the best. Google Pixel camera technology is just unmatched, especially now with AI and all the things that it does. But the pictures and videos just come out so super crisp, and it's very close to iPhone quality. So let's move on here. For the Moto G Power, you do have a headphone jack, which is something the Pixel 9 lacks. Both of them have Bluetooth 5.3. Both of them have NFC, and both of them have USB Type-C. So nothing out of the ordinary, but the budget device comes out on top. With that headphone jack and also having that NFC, they're getting closer and closer. I'm telling you, budget devices are really starting to be very attractive, especially for the price that you pay for them, or not, because a lot of them are free. As in this case, the Moto G Power is a free device on most prepaid carriers, while the Pixel 9 still comes in at that hefty price point at $800. Moto G Power has a side fingerprint reader, while the Pixel 9 has a under the display ultrasonic fingerprint reader to unlock your device. And battery wise, Moto G Power has that standard big beefy 5000 milliamp battery, while the Pixel has a 4700 milliamp battery. 30 watt charging on the Motorola, 27 watt wire charging on the Pixel 9. Both of them have 15 watt wireless charging, and 12 watt on the Pixel 9 if you have a Qi charger. So you're only gonna get 15 watt wireless charging if you have a Pixel stand, and also has reverse wireless. But in short, they're on equal footing because both have beefy batteries, but the cheaper device has obviously a bigger battery. It's gonna last you all day. Both of these devices, you'll be definitely fine. Nothing super fast, nothing super slow, so you're right in the middle, which is perfectly fine. But for what you're paying, the Pixel 9 could be a little bit more impressive. So I can't stress this enough, but you know, the price is free for the Moto G Power. Pixel 9 is just getting, it finally became a flagship phone with, although it's nice, it has a flagship price. It is no longer $400-500, not even $600. You're paying $800 plus tax. You're pretty much in iPhone territory now, but you don't have the software clouts. This really is this is pretty much a win for the Moto G Power, because you're getting overall value, and it has those features that the Pixel is lacking. For example, it has the bigger battery, it has the micro SD card slot, has the headphone jack, and it has a clean version of Android. So you're getting a very good software experience close to the Pixel. Now the Pixel has its few things that are better than the Motorola, such as, first and foremost, the camera system. If you're into great video and pictures, then the Pixel 9 that's the main reason you should get it. Another reason is the long years of updates. 7 years, that's completely unheard of now. In 2024, nobody would think that Google phones or Android phones will have that many years of support, but this one does. It has that beefy processor. So the Pixel is a super nice flagship. The Pixel Pros used to be the ones that were Pro at 12 gigs of RAM, but now the base model has it. But yeah, these devices are very similar up until the point that you start gaming, or you start doing video editing, or taking pictures and video. That's when the Pixel 9 comes up on top. But overall, I like budget devices, bang for your buck, and definitely the Moto G Power 2024 is up there. I do like that it has 8 gigs of RAM. The price is good. The refresh rate is up there. It is very getting close to the mid-range, close to the flagship experience. It is a very good competitor to the Pixel 9, and you could get an unlimited amount of Motorola Moto G Powers for the price of one Pixel 9. So, again, it's a win for the budget device, unless you really care about picture quality. Other than that, guys, thank you for seeing my video. I'll see you in the next one.